Did you know that your eyes undergo a natural regeneration process every night while you sleep? It's true. While you rest, special cells in your eyes work tirelessly to repair damage, renew essential proteins, and restore your visual capacity. But here's the secret that few people know. You can supercharge this process simply by drinking the right liquids at the right times. Imagine waking up with sharper vision. Imagine driving at night without that discomfort from other cars' headlights. Imagine reading without straining your eyes so much, recognizing faces from afar with ease. All of this is possible when you feed your eyes the nutrients they really need during nocturnal regeneration. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 powerful juices, each with a specific function to protect and restore different parts of your eyes. It's not magic, it's science applied intelligently. And the best part? You can start today, in your own kitchen. Stay with me until the end, because I'm going to reveal which of these 5 juices is the most powerful of all, the one that acts as a true, complete vision restorer. Let's begin? Before we talk about the juices, I need you to understand something fascinating about how your eyes work. During the day, your eyes face real battles. Intense sunlight, radiation from phone and computer screens, pollution, dust, oxidative stress. All of this microscopically damages delicate structures like the retina, macula, lens, and those photosensitive cells responsible for capturing light. But nature is wise. During the night, especially in the deepest phases of sleep, your body activates a process called nocturnal eye regeneration. During this period, impressive repairs occur. First, the retina, that layer of tissue at the back of the eye that captures images, undergoes true cellular maintenance. Damaged cells are repaired, defective proteins are replaced. Second, the macula, that small central region of the retina responsible for detail vision, receives specific nutrients that protect it from degeneration. Third, the lens, the eye's natural lens, is cleaned of oxidized proteins that could form cataracts. Fourth, and this is incredible, a protein called rhodopsin is regenerated. Rhodopsin is fundamental for your night vision. It's what allows you to see in the dark or in low-light environments. Now here's the crucial point. This regeneration process depends totally on the nutrients you provide your body. If you don't have the right antioxidants, the necessary carotenoids, the specific vitamins circulating in your blood during the night, eye regeneration simply doesn't happen completely. That's why the juices I'm going to present aren't just healthy drinks. They're timed nutritional strategies to feed your eyes exactly when they need it most, during the period of greatest cellular repair. So, let's meet the 5 juices that will transform your eye health. I'll start from 5th place to 1st, saving the most powerful for last. In 5th place, we have pomegranate juice, which I affectionately call the ocular pressure regulator. Pomegranate is an extraordinary fruit, used for millennia in traditional medicine, and modern science has finally discovered why. It contains unique compounds called puniculazins, extremely powerful antioxidants that do something very specific for your eyes. They dramatically improve blood circulation in the tiny capillaries of the retina. Think of it this way. The retina is fed by an extremely fine network of blood vessels. Over the years, these tiny vessels can become stiff, obstructed, less efficient. When this happens, the retina doesn't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, and your vision begins to deteriorate. Pomegranate juice acts directly on these capillaries, making them more flexible, improving blood flow. And there's more. It helps reduce intraocular pressure, that pressure inside the eyeball, which, when elevated, can lead to glaucoma, one of the leading causes of irreversible blindness after age 60. Now, pay attention to the preparation details because they make all the difference.
The juice needs to be 100% pure with no added sugar, no industrialized versions full of preservatives. Ideally, you make the juice yourself by pressing fresh pomegranate seeds or by pure quality juice. Room temperature is essential, never cold. Cold constricts blood vessels and decreases nutrient absorption. Consume exactly 2 hours before bed. Why? Because it takes approximately this time for the active compounds in pomegranate to reach maximum concentrations in the blood, coinciding perfectly with the beginning of the deep regeneration phase of the eyes. And here's a professional trick. Don't drink the juice all at once. Take it slowly, in small sips, and swish gently before swallowing. The mouth's mucosa absorbs some of the antioxidants directly into the bloodstream, accelerating the effects. The ideal dose is about 180 milliliters, approximately 1 small glass. More than that can have a laxative effect in some people. If you suffer from elevated eye pressure, tired eyes at the end of the day, or have a family history of glaucoma, pomegranate juice needs to become part of your nightly routine. In fourth place, I present to you tomato juice, the cataract fighter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Tomato juice? That's not a drink, it's sauce. But hold on, let me explain why this juice is one of your eye's greatest allies, especially against cataract formation. Tomato is exceptionally rich in a compound called lycopene. Lycopene is a bright red carotenoid, an antioxidant so powerful that several scientific studies have proven its ability to accumulate specifically in the lens, that natural lens inside the eye. Cataracts happen when lens proteins begin to oxidize and form clusters, making the lens opaque, cloudy. It's as if your eyes were a window that gets fogged up over time. Lycopene fights exactly this oxidation, keeping lens proteins clean and organized. But, and this but is huge, lycopene from raw tomatoes is very poorly absorbed by the body. It remains trapped in the tomato's cell walls. To release its full power, you need to apply heat and fat. Here's the correct preparation protocol. First, you're going to heat the tomatoes. The ideal temperature is 88 degrees Celsius for exactly 2 minutes. This breaks down cell walls and releases lycopene in a much more bioavailable form. You can use fresh tomatoes cut into pieces or organic canned tomatoes without additives. After heating, you'll blend and strain to get the juice. Here comes the secret. Add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil to the juice. Lycopene is fat-soluble, meaning it's only absorbed by the intestine in the presence of fat. Without fat, you're wasting 80% of the benefit. Unlike pomegranate juice, tomato juice should be consumed in the morning, about 30 minutes before breakfast on an empty stomach. This maximizes absorption. Avoid industrialized versions of tomato juice, especially those low sodium or with excess preservatives. They go through processes that destroy much of the active lycopene. The recommended dose is about 200 milliliters in the morning, at least 4 times a week. Studies show that people who consume lycopene regularly have up to 40% less risk of developing cataracts. And for those who already have early-stage cataracts, lycopene can stabilize and even partially reverse lens opacity. If you're starting to notice halos around lights at night, if colors seem faded, if your vision is progressively more blurred, properly prepared tomato juice can be a game changer.
We've reached third place, and here things get really powerful. This is the green spinach and kale juice, the macula shield. The macula is a tiny region in the center of your retina, the size of a pinhead, but it's responsible for 90% of your useful vision. It's the macula that allows you to read, recognize faces, see fine details, distinguish colors. When the macula degenerates, a condition called age-related macular degeneration, you literally lose central vision, leaving only blurry peripheral vision. And here's the alarming fact. Macular degeneration is the leading cause of blindness in people over 60 in the developed world. But it's also one of the most preventable conditions through proper nutrition.
Green spinach and kale juice is a super concentrated source of two specific carotenoids, lutein and zeaxanthin. These two compounds have a natural chemical affinity for the macula. When you consume lutein and zeaxanthin, they travel through the blood and deposit exactly in the macula, forming a protective layer against blue light and free radicals. Think of lutein and zeaxanthin as permanent internal sunglasses that you're building inside your own eyes. But correct preparation is absolutely crucial. The ideal proportion is 60% spinach to 40% kale. Why? Because spinach has more lutein, while kale has more zeaxanthin. This combination replicates exactly the proportion the macula needs. Always use fresh leaves, never frozen. The freezing process breaks cellular structures and degrades some of the carotenoids. Make the juice in a blender or juicer and drink within 15 minutes after preparation. Lutein and zeaxanthin begin to oxidize rapidly when exposed to air and light. The best time to consume is 10 o'clock in the morning. At this time, your metabolism is active, your stomach has already processed breakfast, and the carotenoids have the rest of the day to be transported to the eyes. Now, another extremely important technical detail. Lutein and zeaxanthin are also fat-soluble. Add 1 tablespoon of MCT oil or avocado oil to the juice. Without fat, absorption drops to less than 10%. And attention, never combine this juice with coffee or dairy. The caffeine and casein in milk block carotenoid absorption. Keep at least 2 hours distance between the green juice and any coffee or milk. The ideal dose is 250 milliliters 5 times a week. Scientific studies are impressive. People who consume adequate amounts of lutein and zeaxanthin have up to 57% less risk of developing macular degeneration. And even those who already have early signs of the disease can significantly slow progression. If you notice your central vision is getting blurry, if straight lines seem wavy, if you need more and more light to read, spinach and kale juice is essential. We're getting to the most powerful juices. In second place, I present bilberry juice, the night vision miracle. Bilberry, also known as European blueberry, is a small dark purple berry, cousin to the common blueberry, but much more potent. During World War II, British Air Force pilots discovered something surprising. When they ate bilberry jam before night missions, they could see much better in the dark. Science later discovered why. Bilberry is exceptionally rich in anthocyanins, purple pigments, that have a direct relationship with rhodopsin regeneration. Rhodopsin is the magic protein in your eyes. It sits in the rod cells of the retina and is responsible for capturing light in dark environments. When light hits rhodopsin, it disintegrates, generating the electrical signal that becomes an image in the brain. During the night, while you sleep, rhodopsin needs to be regenerated. Without enough rhodopsin, your night vision simply doesn't work. Bilberry anthocyanins dramatically accelerate this rhodopsin regeneration process. They also strengthen retinal capillaries and reduce eye fatigue. Now comes the fascinating part of the protocol. Bilberry juice should be consumed 30 minutes before bed, but not just any way. You need to be in a dark environment or with red light. Why red light? Because blue and white light degrade rhodopsin. You want the anthocyanins to reach the eyes when rhodopsin is regenerating, not when it's being destroyed by light. Here's a powerful combination. Mix bilberry juice with tart cherry juice. Tart cherry contains natural melatonin, which not only improves your sleep, but also enhances eye regeneration. The ideal proportion is 70% bilberry and 30% tart cherry. Another counterintuitive thing, consume the juice slightly warm, not cold. Warm temperature subtly dilates blood vessels, facilitating nutrient delivery to the eyes. Use a straw to drink. This speeds the passage of liquid through the stomach directly to the intestine, where absorption happens more quickly. The ideal dose is 150 milliliters. And here's a cycling protocol. Consume for 5 consecutive days, then stop for 2 days. This 5-on, 2-off cycle prevents your body from adapting and decreasing response to the active compounds. The results are remarkable. Many people report significant improvement in night vision in just 2 weeks. You'll notice you can see better in dark environments, have less difficulty driving at night. Your eyes adapt faster when you turn off the light. If you have difficulty driving at night, if you stumble in low-light environments, if your eyes take a long time to adjust to darkness, bilberry juice can literally change your quality of life.
And finally, we've reached first place, the most powerful of all juices for eye regeneration. This is carrot and sweet potato juice, the complete vision restorer. If you could choose only one juice to protect and restore your eyes for the rest of your life, this would be it. And I'll explain scientifically why. Carrots and sweet potatoes are the two richest dietary sources of beta-carotene on the planet. Beta-carotene is the precursor to vitamin A, and vitamin A is absolutely essential for practically every eye function that exists. Without enough vitamin A, the cornea, the transparent layer at the front of the eye, begins to dry and crack. Your ability to adapt between light and dark drastically decreases. Your visual acuity, that image sharpness, becomes compromised. And in extreme cases of deficiency, there can be irreversible blindness. But when you provide beta-carotene in adequate amounts, your liver converts it to active vitamin A, which travels through the blood and nourishes every structure of your eyes comprehensively. Now let's go to the preparation protocol that multiplies the benefits. The correct proportion is 3 medium carrots to 1 small sweet potato. This combination provides beta-carotene in abundance, but also soluble fibers that modulate absorption and prevent blood sugar spikes. Here's the secret. The sweet potato needs to be lightly cooked, exactly 3 minutes in boiling water. This quick cooking breaks down cell walls and releases beta-carotene, but preserves other heat-sensitive nutrients. After cooking, blend with the raw carrots in a blender. Now comes the crucial part. Add to the juice a pinch of freshly ground black pepper. The piperine in pepper increases beta-carotene bioavailability by an incredible 2,000%. No exaggeration, 2,000%. Also add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder and 2 tablespoons of coconut cream. Turmeric has curcumin, which protects the retina from inflammation. Coconut cream provides the necessary fat for carotenoid absorption. And here's a little-known technique, but extremely effective. After preparing the juice, place it in a transparent glass container and expose it to direct sunlight for exactly 5 minutes before consuming. Sunlight activates and isomerizes the carotenoids, converting them into more bioavailable forms. The consumption protocol is divided into 2 daily doses. First dose, 180 milliliters in the morning, about 20 minutes before breakfast. Second dose, 180 milliliters at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Why 2 doses? Because beta-carotene has a short half-life in the blood. 2 doses guarantee elevated levels throughout the day, maximizing vitamin A delivery to the eyes. Consume at least 5 days a week, ideally every day. The results are truly transformative. In 3 to 4 weeks, most people report sharper and more defined vision, more vibrant and vivid colors, better vision in dark environments, less eye dryness, reduction in visual fatigue, improved adaptation between light and dark. Studies show that people with adequate beta-carotene intake have healthier corneas, lower incidence of cataracts, lower risk of macular degeneration, and better overall visual function. If you feel your vision is dimmed, if you need more and more light to read, if your eyes get dry and irritated, if you have difficulty seeing details, this juice is absolutely essential. So, quickly recapping the 5 powerful juices that will transform your eye health. 5th place, pomegranate juice, the ocular pressure regulator. Consume 2 hours before bed at room temperature to improve retinal circulation and prevent glaucoma. 4th place, tomato juice with olive oil, the cataract fighter. Drink in the morning, properly heated, to protect the lens with lycopene. 3rd place, green spinach and kale juice, the macula shield. Drink at 10 a.m. with MCT oil to deposit lutein and zeaxanthin in the macula.
Second place, bilberry juice with tart cherry, the night vision miracle. Consume 30 minutes before bed in the dark to regenerate rhodopsin. First place, carrot and sweet potato juice, the complete vision restorer. 2 daily doses with pepper and turmeric for comprehensive eye nutrition. Now, you don't need to make all 5 juices every day. Start with number 1, the carrot and sweet potato juice. It alone will make a huge difference. Then, as you adapt to the routine, add number 2 or number 3, depending on your specific needs. The key to everything is consistency. These nutrients don't work miracles overnight, but when you provide your body with the right compounds, at the right times, prepared the right way, week after week, month after month, nocturnal eye regeneration happens more and more efficiently. Your eyes will gradually become stronger, more resilient, healthier. Blurry vision clears up, colors become more vibrant, eye fatigue decreases, you regain quality of life. And remember, every juice you drink isn't just a beverage, it's an act of self-love. It's you taking control of your eye health. It's you saying no to the idea that losing vision after 60 is inevitable, because it's not inevitable. You have power, you have choice, and now you have knowledge. So my question to you is, which of these 5 juices are you going to start making today? Go to the kitchen, separate the ingredients, prepare with care, and give your eyes the fuel they need to regenerate completely. Your eyes have carried you for decades. Now it's time for you to take care of them. A big hug, and see you in the next video.